Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Sweet Millionaire Formula, the podcast where we mix money goals with Hollywood drama and drop gems like it's hot. I'm your host, Money Mona, budget babe by day. And I'm here to help you secure the bag without losing your mind or your edges. Period. Let's talk money, mess, and millionaire moves. Here's what we got on the agenda today. A budget method you can start tonight. A celeb caught spending $500,000 on what? Well, you'll see. And a deep dive into how stars like LeBron and Rihanna are building real wealth. Grab that drink, sis, or your pen, because we're about to get into it. I know what you're thinking already, right? And I just got back from brunch, and let me tell you, the way they spending money and dropping money on brunch today, I was like, I've got my avocado toast, and I left. Because, baby, me and Budget Brittany, we are set up. The way she look at me, I look at her. I don't want no problems with Budget Brittany. We built a bond and we trust each other and we depend on each other. I don't care if it's me adding $30 extra to my Amazon cart or because I have a budget set up with her, and the way we check in with each other, I'm honest about what I can spend for the day. And today was just not my day. Like, they ordering champagne, lobsters, and I'm just like, not today. I got stuff that I need to buy for my podcast. And I'm trying to improve on the things that I invest in to improve the return on my investment. And me spending $170 on brunch is just not in my investments right now, especially with me developing a system for devoting 25% of my income to my Roth IRA. I'm not going to lunch to ball out. Just because they balling out doesn't mean you're broke. It means you and Budget Brittany should be locked in, and she's letting you know, not today. Yeah, not today. And so that's how I feel about when I go out. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, me and my good friends, I like this new era of me. And y'all, tell me if I'm wrong, but when you get in a new era and you're financially literate and you know where your funds is going, you have a budget and you're able to put your bills on auto pay and live where you can see in your budget where you have $70 to go out to lunch or go bowling or take a trip or road trip. When you start to live in that type of fashion, I feel like for me, 3 or 4 years ago when I was working at Wendy's making $12 an hour, I was really struggling. I was still driving Instacart. I had a beat up car and I was just like, this has to get better. But once I decided, like, I left cosmetology school and I was like, before I leave cosmetology school, I'm going to have a 650 credit score and I'm going to change my life. I'm going to open up a salon. These were my goals and my aspirations. And I was just like, it's going to happen one way or another. So I started to go to the library, read on how to become financially literate and what the steps to improve your credit. And I just took the steps day by day, week by week, month by month, do various commitments and just being able to improve my credit score. And that was really important to me. And now that I'm at the place in my life 4 years later, reaping the benefits of what I planted 4 years ago, it feels good, like I said, to go out and know I can spend $80 on brunch. Even if I'm only going to spend $40, yeah, because let's keep me and Budget Brittany happy. Let's keep our relationship strong. Let's not get to the place where 4 years ago you couldn't afford a $79 lunch, but now that you can, you want to do it every week. No, we're going to go out once or twice a week. If that, me personally, in my budget, I like to go out once or twice every 2 weeks. And that's like twice a month. So when I do go out, me and my friends, we have credit cards to whereas we get points and rewards for spending these amounts and it's cash back. And that is not something that I was aware of. Like, I didn't even have money to afford a $10 value meal at McDonald's with me and my daughter alone 3 or 4 years ago. And now it's like, let me spend my card. Let me put my card down. It's like to be in good company where you have friendships where you can be mature and you can just floss and have conversations about finances with your friends that are moving the financial literacy forward. Like, I was talking about my friend about how I want to open up a performing arts center, and she was like, I'm your first investor. And I was just like, yeah, like, I need that. That's what a win in a friendship looks like for me. That's what it feels like to be able to really build with your friends, is to be able to take your ideas, combine them with other like-minded people, gather the resources, establish the LLCs, the 501c3s, and get the ball rolling on being an impact in life. And I feel like if you can't do those type of things with your friends. Are they really your friends? And what are y'all really looking forward to? Because baby, I'm tired of looking forward to just going to Miami. That's fun, but in 10 years from now, my daughter is graduating college. I want her to be able to come back to my studio and be like, oh, you really built this up, Mom. You were talking about this 5 or 10 years ago. Yes, and I'm actually doing it because I have the money set up in my Roth IRA. I have my direct money going into my EFTs, and I just invested like 5% into my stock portfolio. Starbucks, I'm not gonna lie, Starbucks was $116. It dropped down to $86, and that was my time to go in because I know it's gonna go back up again. And I just take opportunities now as a woman I've written books, I've done the work, I've lived this life, and now that we are in this era of financial literacy, it feels like I'm unstoppable. And this is what the message is about Sweet Millionaire Formula. We're going to get you to the root of the information. There's no need to be shameful. There's no need to be a bad bitch, but you don't have your credit together. You don't have no budget. You don't have your 401k, your IRA set up for you and your children. Do you have a trust fund? Do you know what a trust fund looks like? If you don't, you can get my book on Amazon. This is the fine time to, if you can, just pause it and go to type in Build Generational Wealth, period, by Courtney Davis on Amazon. You can get my book, Build Generational Wealth, 12 Steps to Secure Your Financial Future. Segment 1. Let's talk about stack your paper. Budget like a boss with your 50-30-20 rule. And here's how it works. 50% of your income goes towards your needs, which is rent, grocery, and bills. 30% goes towards your wants, brunch, lashes, Amazon Prime, etc. 20% goes towards savings and debt, your emergency fund, debt payments, and investments. Start small, just track your spending for the next 3 days, and you might be shocked to see where your money is landing. And remember, every dollar deserves a job, even if that job is just chilling in your savings, okay? So what I want y'all to do this week, and I know it may be a lot for y'all, but it shouldn't be a lot because this is adulting. This is getting real about your stuff, okay? When you get real about your lifestyle and how you're spending your money, you can invest better. My whole goal is to like be better. And I know you lovely people want to be better. But if you don't have a motivator, this is the community for you because in your state, in your city, we are putting together groups who are going to be hosting these recognition opportunities for those who budget like a boss. Again, 50% of your income goes towards your rent, groceries, and bills, right? So if you know 50% of your income goes towards your rent, groceries, and bills, then that's money that you don't have to worry about spending, or it's automatic, if in a sense. But the 20% that goes supposed to go into your savings, are you really putting it into your savings? Just bear with me and think about it. If you had to go back and look at your bank statements from last month and put them all into a category: household needs, wants, miscellaneous, clothes, hair, shoes, etc., going out, how much would be in each section? One time, well, I did this method for 9 months, and it really, really helped me. I was able to put more money. My whole issue with the 50%, I'm not going to lie. I had a car note 3 years ago, and the car note, when I got the car, I was happy because I'm like, at the time, 3 years ago, I was working at Wendy's. I was making a minimum wage, but I knew because I had been working on my credit score, I had got my credit score from like a 530 to like a 580. So I knew like it was my time to just try to get a new car because I was like, if these young girls coming in here with these cars, then let me try to get me a car. So when tax time came around, I had the money to put a down payment on a car, and I bought me a brand new car, but it was a used car with $100,000, 100,000 miles on it. Okay. And I know y'all seen the girl recently. She was like, she had a BMW and she was paying $2,000 a month. But that's the same thing that was happening to me. And I didn't know it at the time, but at 18% interest rate, my car note was $498. And it didn't scare me because I knew once I get a brand new car, I could drive, live, make the car note in 2 weeks and have the rest of the money for myself. But honestly, it was just a trap. The gas, the car repairs, keeping up. It was like all I could do was at the end of the month pay my car note because I just was not financially stable. But I was doing a self credit repair card, and That's what kept me on track. $25 a month, $25 a month, $25 a month. I paid that self-rated card on time for 2 years. And within the first like 8 months of having it, like I said, I bought this new car, 18% interest rate, and my note was $498. And on top of my note, my insurance was, I believe, like $295. So just to open my car door was like $900. And mind you, I'm working at Wendy's, and so in my mind, I was going to cosmetology school, working at Wendy's, and I was like, I'm going to open up a salon. I'm going to do it in my car first, use this car to make some money. And while that did work for a while, the situation that unfolded and I moved to a whole different state. Once I moved here and I was like, it's $900 for me to get and open my car door. And I was like, why is my car note so expensive? So I called the car company. I'm like, hey, how much do I have left on my car note? You know, it says that to pay the car off is $43,000. So far, I've paid $2,000 on this car, or $3,000. I'm not sure the exact amount, but I have paid so almost a year's worth of note on the car, and come to find out, like less than $1,000 was going towards the note, and the other $4,000 went towards the interest. I was so shocked. Because at this point, I'm financially literate. I'm learning new stuff about credit. I'm taking my credit serious because I had worked like 2 years straight paying that stuff card to build my credit up for all my money to be going towards my car note and my insurance. So pissed. Talk about 50% of your income. No, that was like 90% of my income just opening my car door. And I didn't want a new car anymore. I was like, I have to find a way to put this $900 into my Roth IRA. And I turned that car in. I took a year just taking a bus in this new city, doing what I needed to do because I was so headstrong on the reverse. I knew there was another side, but I didn't know it was going to take almost 4.5 years to get to the other side. And those same roots that I planted, almost 4 years ago, I'm taking serious now because I'm telling y'all 50, 30, 20. If you're not going to cut yourself 20% of your money, then why are you making money? How are you saying you're a boss? How are you saying, oh, I'm open this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change my. But it starts by making your payments automatic, putting that 25% into your Roth IRA, maximizing what your job matches you on your paycheck. If we being honest, if you wanted to be successful and build wealth, you would make your payments automatic into your Fidelity accounts, your EX Trade accounts, your Charles Schwab, whatever you deem necessarily to use as a setup for your portfolio. That is the means of you building generational wealth quietly and peacefully. I'm not with the whole living on the edge and I'm getting ready to be, I'm not saying that, mind your business. I'm not saying, baby, when they look at me, baby, the idea is always getting asked for. It never gave what it's giving, but it's giving what it gave. And the reality is they're going to always ask for the ID. So don't ever look over here and wonder because she's giving that. Okay. So now that okay. Yeah. But the whole point of a 50, 30, 20 rule is to be honest with the 30%. If you have 50% of your income going towards your rent and bills and car note, you might need to, in order to make investments into your portfolio and your IRA is going to set you up for retirement. This is the money that goes into your savings accounts automatically, and it builds and compounds interest over the years, where 7% turns into 14, 28, and then your money's on a snowball effect to build the wealth the more decades that it's there. Or if your Roth 401k is what you want to make the automatic payments into, you can do that, but you have to make it automatic. And that's going to be the difference between you building the wealth that you're talking about and you continue to let money fly out the window because you want to party, buy, spend, Clanera, concerts out of your budget. Do and set your mindset so whereas you can enjoy festivals in your city, Eventbrite events, stuff that is under, what your means is. Like if your means is $200, spend $80 and save the $110 and put that into a stock. How easy is it for you to call Fidelity and open up an account and see that you can save 25% of your income and see where your money is going and it being in your portfolio? I'm just super excited because I know that the 50, 30, 20 rule is something that I use, and being able to see where my dollars are going and invest into an emergency fund and invest into investments like my portfolio and stocks, I am living the life. I am on the other side. And slowly but surely, you're going to be on the other side too. But are you going to make that commitment this week to save all your receipts, put them in an envelope, and see where is your money landing? Because over here in this segment is to stack. And I mean that. Segment 2, spill the wealth. Juicy gossip. Let's get into it. All right, so this week we got some hot tea served with a financial twist, of course. First up is Kylie Jenner. So the word on the street is she bought another $30 million mansion in the Hidden Hills. Like, sis is collecting houses like Pokemon cards. But grab your notepad on this. Grab your notepad. See, you listening, but did you grab your notepad? The gag is real estate is one of the smartest investments. Properties appreciate, and the girl's portfolio is giving long-term wealth, not just Instagram likes. And one thing that I know about the Kardashian family, I don't like IQ, IE, however we want to put a message in there, a little asterisk mark. I am not for... Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it. We're going to get into that on my Patreon. Because there were some things that came up with, what's this lady's name? Kim Kardashian. I haven't watched it in like 3 years, but I was utterly washed. And I said, yeah, no, this is not something I'm going to support. I can't feed into these women. And one of the things that I admire, don't mind them being fortunate and making something out of nothing. That, like, we all trying to do the same thing with building generational wealth. But the exploitation aspect of it, I'm not even gonna lie to, because I'm gonna be honest here. I went to Target the other day, and please don't beat me up in the comments. Yeah, I went to Target because Target be having stuff. But I went in there the other day, and I wanted to see what the hype was about, because I had never caught into the hype about her lip kit and stuff like that, her stains or anything like that, because I have real lips. You know, certain things appeal to certain people. Like, she know her demographic. That's just not my demographic. But I wanted to test her products, and so I just, I put some of the hydration cream on my skin, and I smelt it and stuff like that. It smells very cheap. It's giving very much like, put my name on it, and then my name is the cloud. And I don't judge nobody, but you do your own research when you go to Target, or if you go to Sephora. Some people like Sephora over Target, but you do your own research. And ladies, try out the products on your hand, and then just walk around a store and then see how it feels on your skin again. I'm very much that type of person. Like, I'm about to put y'all on game. Okay, I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. And shout out to my girl. They know me well, but she got me together on my eyebrows. It's a Morphe eyebrow kind of like gel. But very, very quality products. And I'm very much about the quality over the quantity. But I had to check out the Kylie Jenner products, and I believe, like, she had her hype, and I saw her hype like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. But I'm not saying that she don't have hype now, but to be able to collect $30 million mansions like Pokemon cards, they not just... I know they dividends is crazy. I know their investments. I'm going to actually, on our next episode. Ooh, I'm so excited. Y'all better be here for the next episode, because we're going to get into some of on the Spill Your Wealth segment, we're going to get into some more tea about the Kardashian family. And I'm going to just keep my opinions to myself and be unbiased, because my girl Wendy Williams will be unbiased. So I'm going to be unbiased. But if she collected properties that are $30 million, like Pokemon cards, then real estate has to be one of the smartest investments. And I don't think it's like a hidden thing anymore to buy real estate and to be able to flip properties and put your money into a capital gains accounts, because your IRA can take up to, some IRAs are up to $23,000 a year you can put into it tax-free growing. And if they're funneling this money. I'm gonna break it down. We'll be here next week. But I want to break it down, the funnel of the Kardashian Jenner pyramid and how they're funneling their money with properties like real estate and what their portfolios look like, because I'm very big on portfolio. Okay, now let me tell you this. Here's a money lesson. Lifestyle creep is real. If your income increases, your expenses increase faster, you're still broke. Don't let the Gucci lifestyle ruin your generational wealth goals. And can we talk about Rihanna for a second? Just 1 second. We got to talk about Rihanna for 1 second, because this lady is top tier execution on billionaire status. Okay, mama is out here being a billionaire mogul, bumping around again. And let's just highlight billionaire status. From music to makeup to maternity fashion, Fenty wasn't just a beauty brand, it was a power move. I believe that one thing that Black women do well, and that I figure that we have, if you're tuning to this podcast, and I know for a fact you are transitioning or looking to improve your financial literacy so that you can elevate in life financially, mentally, emotionally, mindset, all those kind of things. But I know that you're ready to make a power move, and making a power move is that property, that that portfolio, those divestments in your portfolio, accelerating your risk, decelerating your rewards, being able to put yourself in a status financially that you're comfortable with, instead of being able to hide from those financial strides that you need to be making. And so we're over here admiring Rihanna for a second, just her billionaire status. You know, Fenty is taking over the world. It has moved to China, Brazil, Ireland. Rihanna is not stopping, and I love how when these companies and when these women become billionaires, that it's not like, even though their company's valuated at $1 billion, I see that they unravel the impact and the territory over a course of time. It's not like they roll something out and then they expect this immediate return. They're in a long-term game, and I think that we are making our next power move. Okay, that's what we're on, making our next power move. Hit me up on Instagram at Sweet Millionaire Formula and tell me who's your favorite celebrity investor and who's just throwing money for clout. I'll read some of your answers next week. Segment 3. Millionaire moves, celebrity investment spotlights. All right, let's flip the script for a second and learn. Learn from celebrities who are doing it right. One of the celebrities, and that is dear to my heart, that I truly admire and who I know is doing it right, regardless to, and guess, you could probably guess, because his wife just dropped a luxury skincare line, and I'm really ready to invest in some Miss Savannah James. The way her face be snatched up, the way her skin be effortless, the way she don't have no wrinkles in her face, the way is flawless and effortless and natural. I really am looking forward to investing into her skincare line, because I want a full skincare line that with products that I trust, and I believe that she has done her proper research. But if you can't guess who I'm talking about, we're talking about the one and only best NBA player of all times, philanthropist. He is a dad, LeBron James. He's got investments in Blaze Pizza, a media company, real estate, and he's part owner of the Boston Red Sox. The man plays chess while others are playing checkers. One thing I know that LeBron James has done, I'm from Ohio, he's from Akron, Ohio, but I watched him. I'm going to fan out for just a second, bear with me, but LeBron James did what nobody else in this world has ever proven to me can be done before, and that is to literally, against all odds, come back and eat. Come back and dominate. When all odds are against you, come back and dominate. That is something that I watched that man do with my own 2 eyes living in Cleveland, and I will forever be grateful for that impact, because as I go places in life and move to different states and stuff like that, that's something that I can always relate to customers about, or always relate to people about, is that I'm from Cleveland. I watch LeBron James, and I'm on the same mission to become a billionaire as well. Yeah, I said it. I'm on a mission to become a billionaire. And if that means over time, generation after generation, the goal will still be met. Period. Okay? Let's talk about let's talk about the investment spotlights, okay? And how you can apply these. Start small. Open a high yield savings, or again, I have said this the whole episode if you've been listening, a Roth IRA. Learn about EFTs. They're building bundles of stocks and they're low risk but long term. Launch your side hustle. Go out there and do it. You need a PIR. That's a passive income ratio. Let's talk about that next week. You don't need $1 million, just a plan and a product. Invest in you. Books, workshops, mentors, and yes, listening to podcasts like this, wink, 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 will pull you closer to achieving your financial literacy goals and improve your investments. Reel it in, because we talked about a lot today, but let's recap our 3 major takeaways. Master your budget. Tell your money where to go or it'll ghost you. Not all that glitz is gold. Some celebs are spending, but not all are investing. It's time for you to be investing. Wealth is built quietly. Ownership, investments, and long-term plays win the game. Don't forget to 5-star rate us here on the app and DM me your favorite celebrity money moment at Sweet Millionaire Formula. Next week, we're talking about prenups, broke breakups, and how to protect your bag when love is in the air, but your bank account says not today. Until then, stack it, save it, and protect your peace in your pockets. Peace!